Okay, hi Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. My name's Marcus, and forgive me for leaving you till last. Must be that Saturn in retrograde. No, I'm kidding. I've literally just been busy, and I've had a lot of show houses and stuff, and it's taken over. Literally, even just getting set up today, I had to find everything to set up, to finish off the readings. Yeah, it's been chaos. Anyway, enough of my problems. Let's get to yours and see where we're going. Not saying you all got problems, but you know, you are watching tarot, so let's be honest. Tarot, we watch it to guide us because we know we've got issues most of the time. Ooh, I like this. The tower is tall, she rises up, she conquers all. Powerful, the illuminated warrior. So you guys are in your element right now, Capricorn. Feeling strong, feeling good, middle of summer. And sanctuary, the shrine. Create your sacred space, a temple to yourself, a sanctuary to love. Okay, I don't know if this is about love, but maybe some of you need to like work on your environment. Yeah, I'm getting for some of you, this is a time for like nesting and preparing for winter in a sense, and creating somewhere where you can feel at peace. For some of you might have started new relationships, and you are busy making like a sacred space for like you and your partner. Like the two of you are buying a place is what I got. So some of you might actually be investing in property and things like that right now, and creating a place where you can, a loving environment for the two of you. And some of you recently might have become like enlightened. 2 and 6. Yeah, I've just been, so number 1. Okay, so yeah, this is yang energy. And that's 5. 1 and 5 is 6, which is healing energy. And the 5 is like change. It seems like there's a lot of change going on in your environment, but it's for the better. It's like you're improving things. I think what I'm getting here is a sense of whether it's a altar for like tarot reading or healing, or creating a sacred space for like even going. I'm getting for some of you might be going into Reiki or healing energy business. You are trying to find a way to create a space, or you are working on putting a space together that you can find peace in, and that suits your personality to a T. Some of you might be, I'm getting this for some of you might be trying to make it too neutral, and you're not, you making it sterile, and I'm getting, you need to have a look around and see the things that are more personal to you, have special meaning. Don't clutter, but put in some things that give away your character, because this is your sacred space. It's not just anyone's sacred space. And don't try to second guess your audience, as it were. Like even if it's your partner, or you're second guessing the way your clients would feel about your place or anything like that. That's not the point here. The point is to make something that's you. Says something about you. Otherwise you're going to be unhappy working in a place that doesn't feel fulfilling. Okay, I don't know where that message came from, but that's for some of you. For others of you, it's just preparing for winter. I get a lot of preparing for winter. I know it's midsummer, and I know it's crazy to start talking about winter, but you got to remember 2 months down the line, and we're talking about suddenly a complete change in weather. And this is actually the perfect time to like set that up. Okay, I know what I'm going to be up to this winter. Plants. I mean, you got to remember August we start harvesting, so definitely worth looking into. And once we've harvested, then we're heading into a change of season. Okay, it's kind of weird to think like that, but to think ahead all the time. But it's a good time for preparation, if I'm honest with you. Okay, so this is my Sacred Bee Oracle, and we've got the Queen Bee. Ooh, look at this, really powerful energy here. Transcendence. Nice. I did say some of you might have ascended into some kind of going into business with using some kind of spiritual business like Reiki or healing or something like that. I've got, oh, this is really nice. And then we've got courage. Okay. So I can see a lot of you have had a bit of a rough journey recently, but it's shaped you. This has also led to you like, you have a more, I'm getting a global view of things, but I think it's not just a global view. I think it's a an overview, like the eagle's overview of things and what's happening around you. I'm getting told here like you need to focus on some of the details and the traps in what you're doing. So if you're changing jobs and things like that, we are going, I think we're going to Mercury retrograde on the 4th of August. So yeah, I'm getting here, be cautious of, well, read contracts and things like that if you're changing jobs or anything like that right now. And if you're setting something up, be, ignorance is bliss is coming to mind. But what they're really saying to me is this. They're saying to me, like, do your research on everything and don't allow ignorance to be the thing that causes you to do something something that now that you're unhappy about later. Also, and this is another thing I'm getting, this some of you might have a niggling voice in your head about something, maybe a relationship, maybe a partner, something like that. Be vigilant, because that voice in your head is actually trying to tell you something. And then I've got here the unfolding. So then we've got courage. So I'm getting here, yeah, with this, I'm getting the same message. I'm getting be vigilant, be prepared, face your fears. So some of you, you know, sometimes when you go into things, this is an example of what I'm sensing. Sometimes when you go into things, you go in like, it's very blissful, you know, oh, I'm doing a new thing, oh, it's blissful. And that blissfulness, some of it's out of ignorance. And sometimes we neglect to check the details. But it's like that expression, those who fail to plan to fail. And it's that kind of thing that I'm getting. Have the courage, even if it scares you, to look into things that maybe you haven't thought about. And maybe even ask, okay, for some of you, there's a particular person and you haven't asked them a question you would really like to ask them. I think you need to ask them the question. I don't know what the question is, and I don't really know if this is about relationships or for some of you it's going to be relationships, and for others this is about setting up a business or how they feel about someone. Oh, okay. You're scared to open that door. And the reason why you're scared to open that door is because you're scared that their opinion is going to upset you. But really what you're scared of is when they tell you the truth and it upsets you, it's not the fact that what they said is a lie or they're being nasty. It's the fact that you've been thinking the same thing and you don't want to hear it from anybody. You don't want to hear it from someone else, because if someone else says it, you know that the person that you want to ask about this question, you know that they're normally spot on. And yeah, you need to take that step forward. And then we have the unfolding, and that's going to change things. So that will change the story in a sense, but events will unfold from that and will lead to other things. So all in all, that's quite an interesting opening to the reading, if I'm honest with you. I didn't expect all that to come in. Yeah, that's all. That's all she wrote, is what they gave me. Okay, wasn't expecting that. I think something else I've just been pointed out is this bee here and these clouds. Well, this bee is having a really nice time. He's very focused on these little details here. But these clouds here, if he doesn't get back to his hive and he gets caught in the storm, he's not going to have an enjoyable experience. And that's kind of the message I'm getting, is like, Don't allow yourself to get caught in a storm of things. Just face the details, you know, look at the details, make sure everything's okay, make sure you're happy with everything. Okay, so that's that. Let's have a look at what the tarot's got to say. So going into 6 of Stencils. Okay, so this is the Banksy Tarot. It's an interesting deck, to be honest with you. It's quite different. So it looks like you are looking for, wow, okay, some of you have manifested a very, very, very fair situation, a massive turnaround in events, and some of you, it looks like you've been having a rough time, and money's been tight. You don't know how you're going to get through things. Some of you have been wanting to leave the country and go on a holiday or something like that, and you've been hoping you can manifest it, but your circumstances aren't just up to it right now. But things have improved, is what I can see here, but they're still not quite right. So you're still like unsure what to do. I'm getting here that hold on until you can feel it, because when you can feel it, you'll feel it'll be a better situation. And I'm sorry about this, but some of you might have gone through some like major changes recently in your careers and stuff, and you're very it's been a bit rough, and there's been a bit of loss involved. You are working things out. I can see that, because we've got here tourist information and the Magician, and you are manifesting things, and maybe you've been waiting for a long time for things to turn in your favor, and it doesn't feel like that. It looks like it will. Anyway, and then we've got, the person you're dealing with, we've got the Lovers here. So for some of you, there may be a choice coming in as well. So you might be manifesting things, and you're manifesting so powerfully that you've actually manifested yourself 2 options. Perhaps one's something you wanted in the past, and perhaps there's a new option as well coming in, something unexpected. If this is a love thing as well, that could be very much the case. And then we've got, but a lot of you here are getting some kind of wish fulfillment coming in. Now, if you're dealing with someone, they do see you as single and quite powerful as well. Okay, yeah. If you are dealing with someone, they would like to talk to you again. They would like a new opportunity to talk to you. Honestly, they're having a hard time letting go of this situation. So if you've recently broken up with someone, or even if I'm getting this for some of you, there's someone that made a choice to go with to move on with someone else. They see that you're happily single now, and that you've recovered a lot from the situation, even financially, and they're like, they can't seem to let go. Like, they want to, but they just don't know how to. It's almost like you got under their skin, and now they don't know what to do. So how do they want to proceed? Yeah. So they are trying to find, like, overcome their fears, and perhaps approach you and talk to you. There's a little bit of like worry about how you will react. They're scared that you're just gonna like cut them off entirely, and they're not really happy about that. But they are thinking, I mean, they'd like to perhaps text you or so. So what they're not telling you is, yeah, they want to. They want to like get out of the situation. They regret the way they behaved in the past. They want to get out of the situation with you. They feel like, yeah, they feel like they're in the doghouse, and they don't really know how to get out of that situation as well. But this is of their own doing, in a sense. They're also, for some of you, I'm getting this as well, things are going to change. Okay, you've been in the doghouse for a long time, or you've been in shit for a long time, is what's coming out, and you are now getting more balance in your life. You're coming into more balance, and you're feeling a lot more secure. there may have been some things that came true, some like wishes came true, like a new job or something like that, or some money from someone passing. I got to ask why. So I'm sorry if someone has passed, but if they've left you some kind of inheritance and has helped you get over a situation, it was definitely something that was planned by the universe. Anyway, so and you have in the recent past moved into a better state of mind, and for some of you might actually be thinking of going on a holiday and you're just not too sure how to go about it. What Spirit's advising is you need a new start. You need to walk away from the situation. Yeah, and it's going to happen. It's been very difficult for you. I think you've had a lot of there's been a lot of to and fro, like regret in this situation. I'm sensing. Oh, look at this, and then we've got the Ace of Stencils. Yeah, but it looks like for some of you, you're definitely moving on to a new situation financially, a new situation personally. It could be tied into like the internet and phones and business, like something online with art and creativity, but it's definitely something that's going to make you more prosperous. But it's a choice that you have to make for yourself. And then under the deck here, I've got the Papa of Spray Cans, right, which is the Ten of Swords. This is like being decisive. This is the decisive moment is coming in, and it's time to make a decision. And this decision is like for your benefit in a sense. But it's also being truthful and honest with yourself and with another person if you're dealing with another person. But that's what the opening was, is maybe you need to be very honest with yourself about what you want out of life, and if there's any red flags like early on in business or in relationships, because I'm getting both today. You need to be very truthful and honest with yourself and look at the details. And that kid is making a choice to stand his ground with the truth he knows. And maybe that gun looks like more than he can handle, but he's shooting people with crayons. So he's using love. He's using his creative forces to overcome the situation. And maybe that's what's required here. Is a creative connection with someone will help you overcome the situation. Anyway, I'm going to go further into it. Just give me 2 seconds, because I absolutely forgot to pull this deck. And this is the deck I want to use. So give me 2 seconds. We are going into the desert, as it were. We are going into the desert. Sorry, that's my really bad Dutch German accent. And before this, Germans out there insulted by that, mimicry is a form of flattery. Unless it's deliberately facetious, in which case have a go at me by all means in the comments, but I wasn't being facetious, I was just mimicking. Anyways, let's have a look. See, let's talk about the 6 of coins here. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so it looks like you've been working on a project to get yourself out of a situation. You might have been working with other people, collaborating. This has changed things for you. Yeah, definitely. It's put you in your power, but also you are standing your ground. So there might be someone now who's coming in, they've seen that there's been a change and they're trying to come in and change things for themselves, but you are standing your ground. But you are tired, or you have been in the recent past. Looks like we are trying to set up some kind of business or something, or you're standing in your power now. It looks like you might have been very tired and things changed, and now you're standing in your power. And there we got the 6 of Wands again, which is, yeah, some kind of victory. This is nice. We've moved from a situation where we were collaborating. That's changed things, working together with people. We had to stand our ground a lot, but by standing in our power, we are getting some kind of victory. It looks like you're not really interested in love at this time, or any kind of love offers, or maybe you're ignoring something that's coming in. That's a divine gift, and you ought to look at it twice. because it may actually benefit you. Be honest with yourself about it as well. Why are you ignoring it? Are you ignoring it because you're pissed off with the person that's offering it to you, or you don't like the person that's offering it to you, or you want something else? Because I'm getting, for some of you, you might miss out on something that's actually an opportunity for growth. And we've got the Page of Pentacles there as well, which is like a book basically in the desert. If you fell across a book in the desert, it might be instructions to get out of the desert. You never know. Anyway, any kind of wisdom that's found left sitting in the desert, it's kind of rare. So this might be a very rare opportunity. So now, if you are dealing with someone else, they might see you as a rare opportunity, and they're ignoring all other love offers because of this. We've got you still in the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so basically that's you're single and happy. So there are new love opportunities coming in for you, but I'd be wary. Some of them might be a little bit toxic. So you need to stand your ground. You need to be very conscious of who you're dealing with. Like I said, watch out for red flags. Now, some of you are very focused on work, or this might be a love offer in work. And like I said, some of you might have a new work opportunity coming in. This is going to help you balance out your finances in the long term. Yeah, so if you are dealing with another person, they'd like something permanent. It looks like also something, some of you might be trying to find a job that's more traditional, because you've done something in the past that was maybe a little bit creative, but financially it hasn't, it's unsettled your finances. So some of you might need to look for something that's a little bit more stable long term, or for a short term period, to ground yourself again. For others of you, there's someone coming in with a love offer. This love offer is like something more permanent and quite fixed. This is a very strong soulmate connection. This person's a bit sick of being left out in the cold. Others of you, you're just going to cut this person out. They're going to come in with a love offer. You're going to recognize them as a soulmate thing. You're going to see some red flags, or you're not going to be interested, and you're just going to move on. Okay, now what's hidden from you is there's someone rushing in. They're actually very tired. I think they've come in multiple times. They want to resurrect a relationship with you, but they're actually scared. They're scared. I actually think this person needs to deal with their own issues before they come to you. And I think that's what you're seeing here. This person's got issues, and they're coming in with a love offer, and they want to resurrect something with you, but they've got a lot of their own issues, and they're very flighty. Like, they'll come in, it'll be great for 2 days, and then suddenly their phone will go dead, or you won't receive texts or messages from you. Spirit advises the Three of Cups. You need to go out. Spirit's advising two things. You need to go out with your friends and be conscious of who your friends are. Three of Cups. This might also be a third-party situation you might have got caught up in. But you also need to spend time alone. So you need to balance out your own time. And then we've got, and money, looking at that. So some of you might want to spend time with your friends in that. Cool. Some of you might be getting some kind of windfall, and you're being advised, like, go and celebrate with your friends and that, but don't allow them to influence your money decisions or how you spend your money. Spend time alone, and work on your money, and maybe do some research into money as well, I'm getting, because the research into the money will help you invest it better for the long term. Right, and then I've got here the outcome, Five of Swords. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles under here, and then we've got the Five of Swords, which is like, Eight of Cups. Cool. Eight of Wands. Okay, and for some of you, you're going to walk away from a situation, really. It's not been serving you. This person kind of lies, or some of you are making a decision to move away from something that's not been serving you. You're doing it kind of on the lowdown. You're not telling anyone about it, and you're standing your ground. Maybe that's this person who keeps rushing in, and they feel left out in the cold. Maybe you're just tired of dealing with them and you're not telling them. Yeah, we got the devil under the deck, so this might be a very toxic situation we're talking about. I'm getting the devil isn't for work, so we've got the Queen of Swords for work, which is be discerning, and we've got the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's an interesting one, because I actually saw that as the Queen of Swords, but that's the Eight of Wands. This is very much sneaking away very quickly from a situation, and then it's over. So that's kind of good, and then you're standing your ground, and that's if that's standing your ground against this person, this devil person. Yep, I've got, so I'm going to just pop these because this is quite good. I've got here, this situation needs to change for you to move forward, and the only way you're going to get rid of this situation is by cutting this person off. And that's going to require you to change internally before you can cut this person off. It's not going to be a thing that's going to be overnight. It's going to take you time. So you may have repeat issues with this person. So let's go into here. What have I got in here? Okay. Now, obviously, this is not for all of you, but definitely for some of you. So we've got 3, creativity. So I must just remember who 3 is. Okay. If I remember rightly, this is magician. Bear with me 1 second. These are all major arcana, but I can't remember the 3rd major arcana. How sad is that? Yeah. Okay. The Empress. Oh, okay, yeah, that is creativity. Sorry, how silly. Okay, so we're talking about the Empress. Birthing something new, manifesting. So, but this is a step beyond manifestation. This is like the 3rd stage of the journey of healing, where we've started the journey, we've decided what we want, and now we're sort of getting creative with it and learning how to like manage it. So I want to see what else I can get for you guys. So this is the Intuition Oracle deck. It's a good deck. Ground yourself in nature. Okay, so some of you might want to do some walking around on earth barefoot. Get that root chakra and that earth chakra like grounded. What is it again? The star earth chakra, something like that. Perfection is not joy. Okay, yeah, there you go. That was what I was saying at the beginning of the reading. You might want to put some of your own self into things. Stop trying to be so rigid. Allow people to see your personality. It will go a long way to make you more approachable. Yeah, both in relationships and in business. And also, remember, the interesting things that you put out about yourself are discussion points, which bring people together. Okay, and gratitude will clear your way, and you are an expression of the divine. Yeah, never forget it. You are definitely part of the divine. Also, I forgot to tell you, under the deck here, I've got leadership. That's the Emperor. So we've got the Empress and the Emperor. So you definitely like in the creative mode, or like a very powerful creative mode, if you've got both of those pulling, because they balance each other out. So you're kind of coming into a period where you're nicely balanced between masculine and feminine. That's a nice place to be, because your sun and your moon are kind of balanced out, which is going to be good. So the person you're dealing with, it looks like they might be up to no good. Yeah, they might come across as something that they're not. Like I said, read contracts. We are going into Mercury retrograde. Be conscious, red flags are red flags. And yeah, ask people's advice. That's another thing. Yeah, okay. So I can see what's going to happen here. This person might be up to no good in the background. They may be like trying to deceive you. You're going to see past it. Yeah, if this ain't over, this person's probably going to try to come back. Know your worth. And don't do it. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, and we've got cycles here. But as you can see, every time you learn a lesson, every time you repeat a mistake, you learn a lesson. So don't kick yourself. Don't put yourself down for it. Every time you deceive yourself, you learn a lesson, and then you ascend. And maybe you feel like you've taken a step backwards, but actually you've taken 4 steps forward. So you've only taken 1 step backwards. So you've actually taken 3 steps forward or 2 steps forward, but you're always moving forward. And yeah, sometimes people come back and you make a mistake, or you do something again, or you do something that like goes against your own wishes even, and you promised yourself you wouldn't do. Do not regret it. Oh, well, you're gonna regret it, but do not like what's it called? Don't bring yourself down for the fact that you did it. Berate yourself. That's the words I'm looking for. Thank you. Don't berate yourself for the fact that for what you've done. Accept that you are divine. You are an expression of the divine, but you are in a human body and you're here to make mistakes. You are locked into certain things. You're locked into your astrology. You're locked into like your karma and these things, and you have to overcome them. It requires work. It requires shadow work, and that's why we've got here, know your worth, and this ain't over. But it's going to come clear as day. But when it becomes very clear and apparent to you, you're gonna overcome this very quickly. Anyway, that's what I've got for you, Capricorn, and I'm really sorry that you're the last on the list. But I do hope that I'm better organized next month and I can start doing this again. But yeah, you guys have a great week and early month, and I will see. I'm not too sure how it's going to work right now, but I will start trying to put out readings from around about the 2nd or 3rd. So look after yourselves, guys, and have a good one. Bye. Take care.